Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys checking today's video out and spending some time with me. And I think you're going to be happy you did, because we're going to be talking about what I consider the best wintertime jerkbait color of all time. Not just really the winter, but anytime you have water temperatures in the 40s up into the maybe mid 50s, 40 to 55 degrees. This color that I'm getting ready to show you right here, guys, it just lights them up in the wintertime for some reason. So I'm going to show you what it is, and then I'm going to explain the conditions it works in and sort of talk a little bit about colors and why I think it's so great. So we're going to get into that in today's video. Also, guys, speaking of jerkbaits, anyone interested in booking an on-the-water jerkbait lesson with me, you can do so right now by going to my Facebook page, Randy Blaukat Professional Angler, and just shoot me a private message. Jerkbait fishing is pretty good around here in Missouri now, Table Rock and Stockton Lake. So if you guys are wanting to hone up on your skills, just shoot me a message there and we'll get it figured out for you guys. Okay, colors, you know, we do a lot of jerkbait content on my channels, and when you hear me talking about jerkbaits, you hear me talking about color a lot, because a jerkbait is a color lure. It's a color-oriented lure. The fish bite them a lot of times out of the color because it's normally associated with cleaner water. And depending upon a lot of different factors, you know, you've got to have a lot of different colors. There's certain colors that work under certain conditions and certain colors that don't. So when you're talking about in terms of wintertime bass fishing or colder water bass fishing, there is an element of water clarity, water temperature, the tint of the water tint, the sunlight intensity, the wind, the species of bass, all that stuff mixed together determines what the best color is. Now, being with Megabass, since I've been with them from 1992, guys, I get full access to about any color I want. So I've had decades and decades to try and experiment with every known color of jerkbait to man. And I fish a lot in the wintertime jerkbait fishing. And I can tell you right now, guys, the best color that I have ever seen as far as being a consistent bass producer in cold water is this Megabass Deadly Black Shad right here. I'll link it in the description. I'll just put the 110 link in the description, guys, and just scroll down the color chart. You see the Deadly Black Shad. There's actually two different variations. It's the Deadly Black Shad. I think it's the IL, they call it. Sorry, my ring light went out here. Which has the pearl belly on it. And then there's the Deadly Black Shad that has the orange belly on it. So we'll talk a little bit, you need both of them. We'll talk a little bit about how it works. But as you can see here, sorry guys, the dang ring light keeps going off on here. I swear I got more problems with, you know, just equipment and everything, and I can't get the thing working. So anyway, guys, here's the color of it. Like I said, it's called Deadly Black Shad. It's a GG finish, which is a metallic finish. It's got a black back on it, and the sides on it aren't really black, but they're sort of like, I don't know what you call it. They call it a Deadly Black Shad. It's like just some type of a tinted chrome. But guys, I'm telling you right now, when you see this in the water and you see it light up, it looks like a real minnow in the water. And both of these do, with or without the orange belly. Okay, let's talk a little bit about, you know, when you want the one with the pearl belly versus the orange belly. The pearl belly one right here is, to me, it's about light intensity and water visibility. If I'm fishing water visibility sort of in that anything over 3 foot of clarity, and I've got somewhat of a brighter light condition, say I've got a sunny day or partly cloudy day, I've got, say, water visibility of around 3 or 3.5 feet, I'm getting some good light penetration in the water. It seems like just the regular Deadly Black Shad with the pearl belly works pretty good. But if you have a lower light day, say for example, it's cloudy out, it's windy, maybe your water visibility is closer to 2 foot than it is to 3 foot, that's when I like the orange belly one right here. It just seems like it attracts them a little bit more. And one of the things about the orange belly in any type of a bright belly, guys, I'll give you a little tip here. When you're working your jerkbait with a bright colored belly, try to keep the jerkbait a little higher. You want to keep it a little higher in the water column so they can see that bright belly. So I don't necessarily try to max it out in my deepest, you know, the deepest I can get a jerkbait when I'm using a bright colored belly, but this is for the low light conditions. But overall, guys, I've caught more just on the regular Deadly Black Shad, you know, with the pearl type belly on there. Definitely pick you up a couple because you guys are really gonna like it. Now, the way that I fish this thing and the areas that I fish it in, first of all, when I'm using the Daily Black Shad, I'm usually using it on 6 to 8 pound test Seaguar VSX line, and I'm fishing it around whatever the predominant color or predominant cover in the lake that I'm fishing. I've caught them really good down at Sam Rayburn Lake in Texas. I'll give you a tip, guys. If you guys fish Sam Rayburn or Toledo Bend, get the Daily Black Shad, because they will hammer a Daily Black Shad on Sam Rayburn Lake. I've seen it over and over again. There's something about the water clarity on Rayburn that they just really like that. So grass, it works really good over grass, but the other structures I fish it on are basically secondary and main lake points and on bluff banks. Bluff banks are a really good place to fish these Deadly Black Shads on for some reason. I think it's because the fish are setting deeper and they can come up on it a little bit more. But I usually, here in Missouri, I'm fishing secondary main lake points and bluff banks with it. But quick video, guys. I just wanted to share it. If you guys are looking, to simplify your fishing during the winter time, get you a couple Deadly Black Shads here. I can promise you they will bite the thing really good. This has been another thing about this. You guys that fish Lake of the Ozarks, this has been sort of a secret color up at Lake of the Ozarks for, 10 years or so. A lot of the locals up there, use the Daily Black Shad, do not talk about it, but I've been able to expand it and catch fish anywhere in the country I've been. I've caught them in Lake Toho in Florida on it. I've caught them on the Harris Chain in Florida on it. Caught them on a Lake Lanier in Georgia, Lake Norman, all of the Texas lakes, all the Missouri lakes here, Lake Cumberland in Kentucky I've caught them, Kentucky Lake. They'll just bite the thing anyway. So anyway, guys, link in the description. Pick up a few. Think you guys will like it. So we'll talk later.